You were a kind of person, let's say a month or two ago, and just reflecting these times, right? On those times in the past, which seems very recent, that's when you realize like, yo, you know what I mean? There's some things about myself that I need to change. But let's reflect. Month or two ago, before that, it was years of hurt, letdowns, negativity in your life, being discouraged, and things are just, you know what I mean? It feels like things are just not going to change for the better. That was a month or two ago when you realized this, right? Well, a month or two ago when you started thinking and you wanted to change. But now, let's fast forward. A month or two later, you're seeing a little progress. You're feeling better about yourself. You're feeling like, hey, everything is going to be all right. My friend, let me let you know. Signs you'll see when things get better in your life. These signs, yes, I wrote them down a little bit, but I just say signs just in case things come up. But let's say 6 signs you'll see when things get better in your life. Before I get into it, sign number 1, let me introduce myself. This is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. Stay tuned because you will see the signs that things are, you know, the signs that are getting better in your life. Just in case, if you're just realizing, right? Excuse the background, you know, it's a box. You already know what time it is, and this is one of the reasons why I'm doing a video. All right? So let's get into it. Sign number 1. Sign number 1. Your bills are getting paid. Your bills are getting paid on time. Remember when, you know, you used to work so much just to, you know what I mean? And you feel like it was impossible. You're always behind in bills. You know what I mean? Rent. And you know that you work so hard and you don't put in so many hours and you look into your paycheck and then they tax you like crazy. You know what I mean? Things are just coming up. Fast forward now, you're paying your bills on time, right? You're less stressed. Things are just getting, everything is just on time. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's a big, I say bills because we all have to pay bills. If you're in the United States or in the first world, you know, first world country, like the United States, the UK, Canada, we always have bills. I know for here in the United States where I live in the East Coast, you know, yo, bills have to be paid on time. They don't play about their rent. You know, they don't, it's crazy. Bills are getting paid on time. All right. And you're just feeling good, like, dang, you know, things are just looking up. Things are all right. You know what I mean? And when you look over into your bank account, you got like, you know, a few dollars left over and you can just let your hair down and you know you got a check coming in and you know you got some money coming in and bills are going to be paid on time. You got to, yeah, you feeling good about yourself. You can just smile, you know? Sign number 2. People, people praise you for your inner strength. You used to be a person. You hear this? You hear this? You hear this? When we talking about we chopping up game, all of a sudden somebody want distractions, right? I know it sounds like I get distracted very easy, but yeah. But people praise you for your inner strength. You used to be a person to just lash out. You know what I mean? Somebody could come out of nowhere and say something to you and it just bothers you. You talk about it constantly. You know what I mean? But now people, it don't bother you anymore. You're the kind of person now, you used to be moody and you used to be easily, you know, frustrated. Now people see that, wow, you know, that's what's up. You don't let things bother you anymore. You know what I mean? Somebody could say something to you and you just brush it off and you just walk the other way. You know what I mean? People praise you for that. For those that, you know what I mean, that like you and like being around you, your family member, your friends, you know, whoever it is that you're close to, or people that knows you, or people, a stranger sees that a person's started trouble with you, you're easily to walk away. You know what I mean? You're a strong person. You know what I mean? Yeah, your inner strength. You know. I mean, this is an example, you know. Number three, you know, you're usually a person that always get moody, sad, but you realize your positivity and happiness outweighs your negative sadness, right? Think about it. You were a person, and I said that before. You were a person that, you know, that was always moody. Like I said before, you were a person that was always moody, and you was always frustrated, negative. Everything is just negative. Now, think people just see that you're much more happy now. You know what I mean? You're positive. You know what I mean? And you know what you did? You know what you do? Yo, you was just sitting there and you built yourself up. You realize like, hey, you know what? Maybe it's me. Maybe I need to work on me. And people realize that, like, yo, and that's how you know that, yo, that your life. You know what I mean? People was, signs you'll see, things will get better in your life. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, like, me personally, I was the kind of person where I was always easily frustrated, easily to just take things personal. You know what I mean? Until I realized, yo, that's in me. That's in me. And how I did that, I put that energy in me and focus on my downfalls, you know what I mean, how I think, and the negativity that I allow to come inside me, in me. And you as a person, you're the same person, like, you know what I mean, you worked on yourself, you started reading, you cut people off, slice and dice, you cut people off, and you let them know, like, look, you know what I mean, I can't be around people that you're gossiping, and your energy is, yeah. And people see that, the positivity in you, you know? Number 4, you're getting more done. You're getting more done. You used to be a person that was over, you had so much work, you know what I mean? Everything was so intense. You were easily to get frustrated, you know what I mean? You always had work on top of work on top of work on top of work, but you realize that you cannot do everything by yourself, and you got extra help, you know what I mean? And you're just getting more done. Things are just becoming much more easier for you, and you're getting just everything. Is something that you want to do, you're getting it done. You know what I mean? There's nothing that can distract you. You're just getting it done. You know what I mean? There's an example. You know what I mean? Comment below and give us some examples, right? And why, signs you'll see things are getting better for you. All right? In your life. Comment below. Number 5, rethinking your life. You're rethinking the path where you went through in your life. Yes. As I was saying before, as I was mentioning before, and I was talking about, you reflect back and you be like, yo, dang, I remember when it was a year ago that, yo, you know what I mean? I was the kind of person that, you know what I mean? I wanted to, you know what I mean, become a business owner, And then now you're reflecting back like, dang, I'm actually a business owner, and things are all right. Things are great for me. You know what I mean? And all you're thinking about is like, yo, how can I get better? And last but not least, let me say 6. You don't have a lot of negativity in your life. You don't have a lot of negativity in your life. Yes. You used to have a lot of people that would down talk you. It was easily for people to really, you know what I mean, manipulate you. You know what I mean? And these same people will always try to, talk down on you. You was the kind of person that always listen to negative music. You know what I mean? Not seem negative, like you listen to music that doesn't align with who you are. And they talk about, breakups. They talk about how life sucks, and just an example. And now you cut that off, and you seeing like your mind is just more peace. You have more at peace. Everything is just positive. Like, you know what I mean? For every situation that comes in your life, now, you see that like, yo, you know what? Is a reason why it ain't happened for me. You know what I mean? the negativity can't even get to you anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe it comes to you and then you just think about it like, you know what? It ain't nothing, man. It ain't nothing because, that's nothing. I'll be alright. Like, you used to be a person that, okay, you see your money is going down and it'll just mess up your whole day. You just have a bad day, like, oh my God, I just lost, let's say $100, and I'm never gonna get that back, and I'm always gonna be broke. Now you be like, yo, all right, you know what? I lost $100. You know what I mean? I lost it. I'll get that back. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing. $100 is just $1 to me. You know what I mean? Not saying that $100 ain't nothing, but at that time, like, I just lost $100. I don't know where I put it. Maybe, it was under the counter. I don't know. And then next thing you know, you being positive and not letting it get to you, for some reason you found $100, and then all of a sudden you found your $100 and it was underneath. You know what I mean? It was in between. You look in your wallet and you be seeing, dollar. You seen 100. Also, oh man. So it got tangled with, stuck together with that dollar, right? And then next thing you know, you walking down the street and you see an envelope for 500, and you be like, yo, dang, I'm glad I ain't let this negative energy get to me. Yes, just an example. All right, well, of course, these are the 6 signs, and I'm sorry I didn't mention that 6 signs in the beginning, that life is getting better for you. You'll notice that life is getting better for you in your life. And this is what I have to say. In my journey about life, it's only what you make out of it. It's only what you put out is what you get. But when whatever comes to you is up to you how you react and how you feel. I used to be a person, I was just thinking about this the other day when I was 18 years old. I can remember I just got out of the church, and I will never forget that day. And of course, where I used to live, it was like, that's it. It was like, it was nothing really going on. And all you can, especially in the area where I used to live, it was nothing but, it was just toxic energy, but it was nothing going on. Church, school, of course it was parties, but everybody was like kind of like the same. Everybody moved the same way, and that was not in me. And I could just remember, all I could do, I had this heavy energy on me, and my heart was so heavy, and I just cried, man. Sometimes I just go home, I stay home, and my mom would just be like, I just cried, like, you know what I mean? I just like, damn, you know what I mean? Is this it? You know what I mean? I couldn't, school, they have no money, I would work, everything was just crazy. And of course, that's a part of life, And my mom would come on and she was just like, yo, that's life. It's life. It's not easy. Life is not easy, and it's only going to get harder. And I just walked down the street. I used to go to my boy house at the time, and he would feel the same way. And I was like, dang. And sometimes, like, I was just thinking about, like, this is what life is all about. You know what I mean? I just get moody, and then, my brother and sisters, they was cool, but, of course, I'm the oldest. And then I could just remember, fast forward, you have your good days too, you meet people. When you're young, sometimes like you look upon friends and you just want to be around the cool people, and you see they looking nice, they working, and I wanted a better job and all. I was only limited to that particular job, at that time. Fast forward, I was 20 years old. 20 years old, yeah, 20 years old. And I said to myself, this is not what life is all about. I started taking trips. Of course, I was always traveling since I was 17, but like, I started doing things for myself. I started traveling for myself in other cities, especially New York was one of them. This is one of the reasons why I love New York so much, because now I always say New York is my first love. I always say New York is my first love. This is a place where ever since when I was younger. I used to live in New York, me and my family. And well, we used to travel there all the time. We had family over there. But this is where I used to go to Manhattan by myself. And I used to link up with people, and I met people there, and I felt free. I felt this energy that anything is possible. This is me at 21 years old. Right? Fast forward 20 to 21 years old, and I was 20 years old, and then I was cool with this dude, and he brought me there, and I just felt great things will happen. And guess what? Great things will happen. But where I'm going with the story, the moral is, at times you're going to have to change your environment. You're going to have to change the people you're around. It takes a little change and sacrifice. It takes sacrifice of change for you to really see and be around the people you want to be around, get the things that you really want to get. Because sometimes the things that we think that we're used to and is good for us is not really good for us, because we all are different. We all have a purpose in life. And sometimes that purpose is not going to be in your hometown. That purpose is not going to be around the people that you grew up with when you were 16, 17 years old, even when your childhood, because their mindset and what they see and what they believe is different than you. Because you know why? Your purpose in life doesn't align with them. Yes. And at times that when you realize that your life is not the way it's supposed to be, sometimes you have to go, I won't say sometimes, you will have to go soul searching and knowing who you are as a person, what you like and what you don't like. There's a certain growth that you have to go through, and that growth you'll have to realize your downfall and who you are as a person. You'll notice that your negative things that you are doing and what you have done and what you are. And you'll notice that, yo, I need to change. Oh my God, like, this is what I'm doing. Okay, I'm doing all these drugs. But yet, I want positive things in my life. You know what I mean? I'm partying all the time. I'm sitting there partying, getting lit. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. But when you're doing it every day, you doing drugs, you're drinking all the time, wasting precious time, your youthful years, not going anywhere. And you realize, you sit back on a Wednesday, right, afternoon, and you're just not working, and you're like, dang, what am I doing? Why is my life this way? And you realize, yo, you're just letting time go by. And these same people that you're talking to, you're not motivating you. They're talking you down. I'm telling you. This is when you realize your life will get better. When you see and visualize and work on you. This is when you realize your life is going to get better, because who you are as a person, and love yourself. All right. But I know, a little bit about myself, but I had to put my little input in these 6 signs, but comment below and give us some examples when you realize life is going to get better for you. All right. Please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. And of course, in the description below, comment pin to the top. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com. All right. I just added some new clothing up there. I got the team. You know what I mean? Big changes to the website. Ladies, and I'll repeat that again. Keep up with the latest luxury styles and trends at gorgeous271.com. Comment pin to the top, and also in the description below. All right. This is your best friend, your new best friend, Gene. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.